Hi everyone, it's Ben from Trekitt, and I'm out here with Harry, as usual, behind the camera in Croft Castle, or the woods just surrounding it, where autumn is in full swing. It looks gorgeous out here. We've also got Tess, our faithful dog today. You might see her running around. She's caused a little bit of a nuisance already, but we'll let it slide because she's cute. We're out here today to talk about Fjallraven's Vardag Lite padded jacket, the one I'm wearing right here, right now. So over the course of this video, we'll go through the jacket, giving you an idea of its features, what you'd ideally use it for, and what we think about the jacket. So stay tuned. So what is the Vardag Lite padded? Well, as the name might suggest, it is a padded insulated jacket from Fjallraven. It uses synthetic insulation, so it's really good at managing temperature even when it gets wet, because synthetic insulation still works when it gets wet. It's a sort of jacket that we can see really being used for sort of more casual outdoor use, or potentially for commuting and things like that, because it's not the most technical of pieces, but it is reliably warm and really tough. So you'll find it really useful on sort of woodland walks like we're out here today, or commuting to the office, or just generally if you want a slightly more casual jacket. I'm a particular fan of this retro colourway because I think it lends itself to my moustache quite well. So what's the Vardag Lite padded made from? We'll start with the insulation because that's the guts of this thing. It's made from recycled polyester, which is a fairly basic insulation as far as it comes, but it's very functional. So it uses 150 grams per metre squared in the main body, so all around your core and around your back here. And then it uses 100 grams per square metre in the arms and then in the hood as well, where you need a little bit more movement, a little bit more articulation, and you don't need to be quite as insulated. This insulation works really well because it is synthetic, so synthetics perform very well when they get wet. They still maintain the majority of their warmth. You will still get wet in this jacket because it's not fully waterproof, it's water resistant, but the synthetic insulation still works to keep you warm, and it's definitely doing that today because it's not quite as cold as it might look on camera here, and I'm a little bit toasty, which is a great thing to say about the jacket. It's better to be a little bit too warm in it than not. Moving on to the outer material, which is of course Fjallraven's own G1000 Eco outer fabric, which is a 65% polyester, recycled polyester, and 35% organic cotton. And Fjallraven use this on so many of their products because it's just super versatile. I've got it on the green and jeans I'm wearing here as well, admittedly a slightly lighter mix, but G1000 is a really durable and abrasion resistant outer fabric, so it's great for sort of a jacket like this where it feels nice and protective. And unlike other jackets that are maybe membraned, this one is not, so you adapt it using green and wax. Green and wax means that you can make this jacket much more water resistant, not fully proof, and more wind resistant as well. So you can really tailor the fit of this jacket to make it more or less breathable and more or less water resistant by using some of that wax. We do have a bit of an explainer on what G1000 is and a little bit on green and wax, which Harry will pop into the top corner here. So if you want to check that video out, we'll have a little bit more of an explainer there. So what are the features of the Vardag Lite padded? We'll start at the top and work our way down the usual way we do this. So from the top, we have an insulated 2-point, kind of 3-point adjustable hood, because you've got the insulation in the hood, which makes it nice and warm, and then you've got toggle adjusters here, and you've got a slight volume adjuster on the back of the hood to take out a little bit of the volume there. You've got a 2-way front zip, which makes it really convenient for adjusting the jacket. If you need to vent a little bit more, you can just undo from the bottom. And then you've got a placket here that's got brass poppers on it, so it's really easy to pop it closed, so you get that twin closure, and then you get a little bit more wind resistance because you've got this storm flap over the front here. Moving on down a little bit, you then have 4 pockets on the outside of the jacket. You've got 2 poppered hand pockets, perfect for hands, and then you've got 2 zipped chest pockets. And in this one today, I don't have any snacks, but I do have some green and wax, which is very useful for adjusting this jacket. Not necessarily going to do that today because I don't think I'm going to need to do that, and I don't have a fire, but we have some green and wax in there as well. Moving on down, we have bottom hem adjusters on the bottom of the jacket, so you can seal in the warmth a little bit more and cinch in, especially if you're not wearing as many layers underneath. And you also then, on the bottom of the cuffs, have poppered cuff adjusters there. And then on the inside of the jacket, you do have 1 zippered valuables pocket on the inside, so it's nice and protected, and it's behind that insulation, so maybe a better place for keeping your phone and things like that when it gets cold, because it keeps that battery a little bit warmer and closer to you. So how does the Vardag jacket fit? So Fjallraven used their comfort fit on this particular jacket, which means it's a little bit of a squarer cut and it's also a little bit roomier than some of their other jackets. That means today, whereas I'd normally be in a large for most Fjallraven products, this particular jacket is actually in a medium. I'm almost a little bit in between sizes for my personal fit, being 6'3", so I've got quite a long torso, and then I've got roughly a 44-inch chest. Ideally, I would probably be better suited to the large, but then it's just a little bit oversized in the body. So I prefer a fit more like this. Excuse, we're filming here, do you mind? Sorry about that. So to fit this more as an insulated jacket, I've chosen to size down into the medium. I've still got room underneath it for other layers. I've just got a base layer on today because it's not super cold out, but normally I'd have room for another layer underneath, so like a fleece mid layer or something like that, and I'd still be comfortable. It does mean that it's a little bit shorter in the arms for me, but again, I've got particularly long arms, so that's not necessarily the worst case scenario if you've got a more regular sized body than me. It is a jacket that I really recommend trying on in store if you can. If you want to go for that oversized fit, it does kind of lend itself to it being in more of a casual style. You can get away with the oversized fit because you're not going to be using it for some of the technical pursuits that you might otherwise be using it for. Then that's your jam. I prefer something that's slightly more fitted, so I've gone with the medium today. So where does it fit in the layering system? Well, it should be fairly obvious given the style of the jacket, but the Vardag Lite padded is designed to be worn as your outer layer. So it's your outermost protection layer and you layer up underneath it. So today I've just got on that base layer that I mentioned before, but if it is a little bit colder, you could get away with a base layer and a mid layer underneath this guy. As I said before, because of the nature of G1000 and the ability to wax it, you can make it highly weather resistant, but it is not fully weatherproof. So it's not completely windproof and not completely waterproof. If you're out on a day where it is really blowing a hoolie or it's really tipping it down, this might not be the jacket. But if you're in woodland like we are today, or it's just a little bit changeable conditions, this is your sort of ideal outer layer. So that's it for the Vardag Lite padded jacket. As I said, I'm a particular fan of this colorway, and that little retro logo there is actually pretty cool. If you'd like to learn more about this jacket or to shop our full range of sizes and colors, there'll be a link in the description that Harry will pop down there. Thank you so much for watching. We'd really appreciate it if you could like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.